Good morning and a heartfelt welcome to all the honorable dignitaries, chief guests, heads of departments, faculties, research scholars, presenters, and above all, the young inquisitive minds that have gathered here. Our manager, Reverend Sister Philo Puthanpura, is unable to join us today, so I welcome her into our midst in her absence. Today, we are gathered to partake in the inaugural ceremony of the International Conference on Advances in Nanomaterials for a Sustainable Future, ICANSF 2025, a distinguished event jointly organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell and the postgraduate departments of Physics and Home Science. This prestigious conference is generously sponsored by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, under the highly esteemed DSTQV scheme, a support that is not only a testament to the quality and impact of our institution's endeavors, but also a reflection of the significant potential this conference holds in advancing research in nanotechnology. ICANSF 2025 is also a testimony to the fact that we are dedicated to advancing knowledge and understanding through research, and we are honored to have experts in academia from around the world on this journey to share their knowledge and insights with us. Over the next 3 days, this hybrid mode conference will serve as a vibrant platform to present innovative ideas, groundbreaking approaches, and cutting-edge research in material science. Furthermore, this conference also offers budding researchers a unique opportunity to gain hands-on training with the tools and techniques used in the synthesis and characterization of nanomaterials, ensuring that the next generation of scientists is well equipped to contribute to a sustainable future. Before we embark on this academic feast, let's begin the ceremony with a prayer. I invite Sumaya and Avya of First MSc Physics to invoke divine blessings into our midst.
The heavens are blue, proclaiming to you the glory of God their Creator. At sunset or night, the beautiful sight, they show forth the glory of God. Order of beauty, God on high, it is for you that I sigh. as I live, my love I shall give to you, Lord my God most high. The heavens are blue, proclaiming to you the glory of God their Creator. At sunset or night, the beautiful sight, they show for the glory of God.
Thank you. To formally welcome this August gathering, I now invite Dr. Lindsay Joan, convener of ICANSF 2025, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, to deliver the wealth matrix.
A very warm morning to one and all. Most respected, His Excellency, Right Reverend James Raphael Anavarambil, patron of our college, Reverend Sister Philomena Putambara, our beloved manager, Dr. Sister Usha A.A., our inspiring principal, distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. K. Sethuraman, Department of Material Science, Central University of Tamil Nadu, Dr. Sharon Dikuna, the IQAC coordinator, Advocate Rika Raju, the board councillor, Dr. Roslina, head Department of Physics, faculty members, research scholars, students, and invited guests present here. International Conference on Advances in Nanomaterials for a Sustainable Future, in short ICANN SF 2025, is a milestone event of our institution. This conference, with its theme focused on sustainable innovation through nanomaterials, is a testament to our dedication to both academic and societal responsibility. These 3 days, we will witness an exchange of ideas, groundbreaking research, and hands-on learning that will shape the future of science and sustainability. It's my honor and privilege to welcome you all to the International Conference on Advances in Nanomaterials for a Sustainable Future. A warm welcome to our guests. Firstly, I extend a heartfelt welcome to His Excellency, Right Reverend Dr. James Raphael Anavarambil, patron of our institute and the Bishop of the Diocese of Alleppey, whose guidance and blessings continue to inspire us to reach new heights. Your presence today is a great encouragement and blessings to all of us. On behalf of the whole Josephian family, I wholeheartedly welcome His Excellency, Right Reverend Dr. James Raphael Anavarambil for this conference. A warm welcome to Reverend Sister Philomena Putambara, our manager, even though she is not present here due to her ill health, whose unwavering support and commitment to this institution's vision has made this event a possible one. I'm delighted to welcome Dr. Sister Usha A.A., our beloved principal, whose leadership has been an instrumental in ensuring that the St. Joseph's College for Women remains a hub of excellence and innovation. Dear sister, with your vision, continue to guide us. So welcome you, sister, for this conference. A special welcome to our keynote speaker, Dr. K. Sethuraman, whose expertise in material science is globally renowned. Dr. K. Sethuraman has 18 years of research experience and has made an outstanding contribution in the fields of solar energy and NLO applications. We are privileged to have such an eminent scientist with us to enlighten us on this advancement in nanomaterials. So wholeheartedly welcome you, sir, for this conference. I also extend a warm welcome to our dignitaries, Dr. Sharon Dikuna, the Accuracy Coordinator of our college, Dr. Rosalina Thomas, Head, Department of Physics, Advocate Rigo Raju, CV Ward Councillor, who will be felicitating this event with their valuable presence and contribution. So welcome you all. I am particularly excited about the hands-on training sessions that offer practical insights into the synthesis and characterization of nanomaterials. This workshop promises to bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and its applications in solving real-world problems such as renewable energy solutions and environmental preservations. I also take this moment to thank the Department of Science and Technology for sponsoring this event under the DST Curie scheme, which has been instrumental in strengthening our institution's research facility. I also appreciate the tireless efforts of our organizing committee, the co-conveners, Dr. Julian Joseph, Dr. Sister Morris Marley, faculty members of all the departments, especially Department of Home Science, Department of Chemistry, Department of Botany, and Department of Zoology, and all the administrative staff, technical staffs, students who had worked diligently to bring this conference a successful one. To everyone present here and who are joining with us through online platform, especially the faculty members, our delegates, research scholars, and students, I extend my warmest welcome. Your participation, enthusiasm, and curiosity that will be making this ICANN SF 2025 a grand success. Let us use this platform to learn, collaborate, and innovate for a sustainable future. Thank you all, and let's make this event a successful one. Once again, welcome you all.
Thank you, Sister. Dr. Sister Usha A.A., our principal, is someone who leads with vision, wisdom, and deep commitment to academic excellence. It is under her able guidance that events like ICANN SF 2025 have become a reality. With immense respect, I invite Dr. Sister Usha A.A. to share her message.
Your Excellency, Dr. James Raphael Bramble, the Bishop of Diocese of Alleppey, patron of our college, our dear manager, Reverend Sister Philo Putalbura. Though she is not present, I remember her with a lot of gratitude. Dr. Said Raman Sir, the esteemed professor, Department of Material Science, Central University, Tamil Nadu, Advocate Rigo Raju, Opposition Leader, Alleppey Municipality, and also the Ward Councillor of CB Ward and the governing body member of our college, Dr. Sharon Dikunya, Assistant Professor, Department of English, IQAC Coordinator for college, Dr. Rosalina, HOD, Postgraduation Department of Physics, and also a team member of this seminar, Dr. Bincy John, the convener of this seminar, and also the project coordinator of DST Curie, and the joint coordinator of this DST Curie project, Dr. Julian Joseph, other research and development cell committee members, faculty members, research scholars, all the scholars, professors who have joined us virtually, and my dear students. First of all, I express my happiness to have our beloved His Excellency and dear Said Raman Sir with us at this moment. Your esteemed presence will encourage us to continue our journey of excellence in this field of research. And Rigo Raju sir, always with us in our journey of academic journey of excellence. I would like to express my profound joy and happiness in hosting this international seminar sponsored by the Department of Science and Technology, Curie, titled as Advances in Nanomaterials for a Sustainable Future. Department of Science and Technology offers this project scheme, Consolidation of University Research for Innovation and Excellence, to strengthen the research facilities in women PG colleges. And we were privileged to have this project sanctioned last year. And I would say, and I would congratulate Dr. Bincy John, the project coordinator, and the joint coordinator, Julie, for executing this project in spite of the difficulties and challenges that they faced in implementing it. Also congratulate the team members, research and development cell committee members who have taken an immense effort organizing this academic venture. Moving on to this topic, nanotechnology is considered as the all-pervasive technology that transcends sectoral boundaries and offer a radical solution to the problems and issues of the society. The thrust areas that are mentioned in the seminar brochure will depict the wide sphere of application of nanotechnology. It is exciting to think of the potential impact of nanotechnology to transform our world, to enhance the standard of living of the people, the common people. Nanotechnology has revolutionized all walks of life, beginning from the healthcare. It ensures high quality, tiny, flexible equipments used in this sector in diagnosing with less pain and least discomfort to the patients. And the revolution is there in a communication sector. A computer which filled the entire room has become a user-friendly handheld device, ensuring speed and efficiency. The revolution in the aerospace led to the development of lightweight, high-strength materials in developing the spacecraft and its progression. Revolution even in agriculture. Presence of nanotechnology has brought a drastic change from production to packing, presenting to the ultimate end, ultimate consumers. The revolution really has blessed the common man. The revolution is explicit in the field of electronic devices and energy-saving devices. Moreover, green nanotechnology focuses on creating nanomaterials and products that are environmentally friendly and sustainable. It reduces the use of scarce resources and it adds to the economic development of the nation and the globe. Above all, I would like to appreciate the nanotechnology is that it developed more adaptive and assistive devices which enhance the accessibility and inclusivity of the disabled person. This sector has empowered the people with disabilities. This seminar is a testimony of our commitment to research in this field and to create a better world. During three days of seminar, the researchers all over the world, some of the researchers, esteemed researchers, professors will be gathered in our college in this platform, we will have an opportunity to discuss and debate, explore and experience, agree and to disagree on this most relevant topic. Above all, to know the latest advancement in this domain. I look forward for your active participation throughout this seminar and wish you all a productive, enriching academic experience and exposure. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. We now move on to the auspicious candle lighting ceremony. We are honored to have Right Reverend Dr. James Raphael Enaparambil, patron of the college and Bishop of Alapi, lead the ceremony by lighting the central candle, symbolizing the guiding light of our mission. Following him, our esteemed dignitaries will light the smaller candles arranged on the side of the central flame, signifying their collective commitment to spreading knowledge, collaboration, and progress in the field of nanotechnology. So I request Bishop and our distinguished guests to proceed with the candle lighting ceremony. The flame represents enlightenment, wisdom, and the pursuit of truth, qualities that this conference embodies as we delve into the advancements in nanomaterials for a sustainable future. Let this light illuminate the path of knowledge, innovation, and sustainability with the symbolic lighting of candle ceremony.
Esteemed Principal of the College, Dr. Sister Ocean, and the convener of this international conference, Dr. Sister Lucy John, esteemed keynote address faculty, Dr. K. Seduram, and Mr. Advocate Rigo Raju, Dr. Sharon Dikuna, Dr. Rosalina Thomas, and you guys, nice to have you here with so many joyful faces and beautiful minds of faculty coming together. I think it's beautiful and a very promising science conference and on nanotechnology, nanomaterials, and the sustainability of our future. With your permission, I shift to Malayalam. I spoke with Professor Seduram. He likes Malayalam because this faculty has more visitors, students, takers from Kerala than any other state of India. Good. ഇപ്പൊ എല്ലാവർക്കും സുഖമാണല്ലോ അല്ലേ? നമ്മൾ ഇത്രയും മാസത്തിലേക്ക് പഠിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത് 3 days ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ സെമിനാർ കിട്ടുന്നെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കുറച്ചൊരു റിലാക്സേഷൻ ടൈമാണ്. ഈ ആലപ്പുഴയിലുള്ള ഒരു നല്ലൊരു സമൂഹം ഒത്തുവരുന്നു. And you get international guest speakers, and get to know each other. And I want to thank you for making me part of it. Though, എൻ്റെ ഫീൽഡൊന്നുമല്ല നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാവുന്ന വേഷം കൊണ്ടും ജോലി കൊണ്ടും ഞാൻ പ്രധാനമായിട്ടും സയൻസിൻ്റെ ആളല്ല. But I have a good friend, Dr. Somana, the outgoing chief of ISRO. And, he said something very beautiful. We have to explore science and spirituality. The era is a marriage between science and religion. I assure you. Even if so many marriages do not function well, but this science, this marriage is going to work well for the common future of the world. The science and spirituality, not science and technology. Science and spirituality. So I like to get a story from the Bible, which I'm more used to. The story about certain people going for work. And the end of the story, the moral, the lesson of the story is that the latest will be the first. Okay? I mean, the story is like a man had a vast land plantation, vineyard plantation. Oh, I'm still speaking in English. ഇതൊരു വലിയ ഒരു മുന്തിരിത്തോട്ടമുണ്ട്. ഒത്തിരി തൊഴിലാളികളെ അന്വേഷിച്ച് നടക്കുന്നവരാണ്. അങ്ങനെ പല റൗണ്ട് ഓഫ് റിക്രൂട്ട്സ് നടക്കുന്നു. അത് രാവിലെ സൂര്യൻ ഉദിക്കുമ്പോൾ തുടങ്ങും. അവസാനത്തെ റിക്രൂട്ട് നടക്കുന്നത് വൈകിട്ട് 5 മണിക്ക്. സൂര്യൻ അസ്തമിക്കും. പക്ഷെ വൈകിട്ട് 5 മണിക്ക് വന്ന് 1 മണിക്കൂർ ജോലി ചെയ്തവർ ആദ്യമേ വെയിറ്റും കിട്ടും. രാവിലെ 11 മണിക്കൂർ ചെയ്ത അതേ ജോലി ഓർക്കും. അത് അത്രയ്ക്ക് സുഖമുള്ള ഒരു കഥയൊന്നുമല്ല. It's a challenging story, but for me it speaks something about what you are now venturing on. The latest technology ആരുടെ കയ്യിലുണ്ടോ അയാൾക്കായിരിക്കും ആദ്യം കൂലി കിട്ടാൻ പോകും. This world we are. Science is making breaking throughs. I'm not sure that we don't need the vast space like for my sister Usha, Prince referring to that. Think about the first computer room. And what do you have now today in your hands? Amazing change. Many doctors from another Parnada, they have a report about the science should get married to ethics. Ethics is not the science. And in the it will finally give birth to a growing digital divide. The biggest shame of our nation is not talents, materials. നമുക്ക് ഇത്രയും മെറ്റീരിയൽസ് വെച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഇത്രയും മനുഷ്യരെ ഇവിടെ ഇപ്പോഴും മനുഷ്യത്വരഹിതമായ സാഹചര്യങ്ങളിൽ ജീവിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നുവെന്ന് this has happened also. They challenge you young minds. You are the ones to think about very forward to a future for India, in which every citizen of India is to deliver the best of its fruits. This is a challenge. The dot delivery of the fruits of science into the poorest shanties. Ready for this challenge, you young guys? Don't leave India so much. ഈ പെൺകുട്ടികളെല്ലാം ഒരു വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം കിട്ടി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നാട് വിടാൻ കാത്തിരിക്കുന്ന not fugitives. Don't be roamers. You should be globe-trotting people. നിങ്ങൾ ലോകം മുഴുവൻ ചുറ്റി നടക്കുന്നതാണ്. പക്ഷെ നിങ്ങൾ make your home India. Make India shine. Make your nation shine. Our brightness will come when the millions of India have enough food to eat, and their dignity is safeguarded, and there are better facilities for നമ്മളിങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഒരു പുതിയ ലോകത്തിന്റെ നിർമ്മാണത്തിൽ നാനോ ടെക്നോളജി we can make the small things can be big changes. I have visited the Kennedy Space Center. Explain they beautifully explain how നമ്മളുടെ ഈ അറ്റംപ്റ്റിലൂടെ നമുക്ക് atmospheric conditions വരുമ്പോൾ even our dirtiest water become potable. So changes will be for the well-being of people. അങ്ങനെയാണ് അതല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മുടെ ഏറ്റവും നാനോ ടെക്നോളജി ആൻഡ് ആർട്ടിഫിഷ്യൽ ഇന്റലിജൻസ് ഇതെല്ലാം ഇന്ന് ലോകത്തിൽ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത് യുദ്ധങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി കീഴടക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ്. We are every day many people trading under power, victims of skill and development. You guys, the veterans here, on the experts here, I would like to take an example of conscience. Will science make humanity better? Will it make a society, a guaranteed society, where these benefits of our cutting edge technologies, information, will it be for saving a nation, saving our people? Our father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, has told us that greed is another evil. Greed begets only evils. Science needs dedication, detachment. Knowledge with detachment makes it serve better humanity. നിങ്ങൾ ഈ വിദ്യാക്ഷേത്രത്തിൽ നിന്ന് പോകേണ്ടത് അല്പം ഒരു ഡിഗ്രി എടുത്ത് അന്നത്തേക്കുള്ള നിങ്ങളുടെ അന്നം തേടിയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു യാത്രയ്ക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. നിങ്ങൾ ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് ഇറങ്ങേണ്ടത് നിങ്ങളുടെ വിദ്യ കൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾ ഈ രാജ്യത്തിന് കൂടുതൽ വെളിച്ചം പറയും, നിങ്ങൾ കൂടുതൽ മനുഷ്യത്വമുള്ള വ്യക്തികളാക്കണം. A scientist without a human heart is a monster, is an evil. Science needs humanization. That's why the inner world and outer world, what Dr. Swaminathan said, when Chandrayaan touches the south pole of the moon, soft landing, we touch the Shiva Shakti point. That's what our Prime Minister. I love it. That the exploration of science will lead to an inner touch of spiritual subjects, whether Shiva Shakti point, God point, divine point. Not in terminologies. What I'm saying, a new culture where science will explore, or science will get embedded to marry to ethics. This is the call of the hour. This is a great challenge we take. That will save us. India must shine. നമ്മൾ അത് തന്നെയാണ് നിങ്ങളെ പോലെയുള്ള ചെറുപ്പക്കാർ ഈ രാജ്യത്ത് ധരിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഇവിടെ വളരുന്ന ചെറുപ്പക്കാരികളെല്ലാം വിദേശ രാജ്യത്ത് സെക്കൻഡറി സിറ്റിസണായി കഴിയേണ്ടവരെ ഈ രാജ്യത്ത് നമ്മൾ ലോകത്തിന്റെ നിറയിലെത്തിക്കാനുള്ളത്. I put this challenge. Explore the possibility. Promise that education will make you better human persons and liberators. You are the leaders of the society. I wish you the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. Thank you for encouraging the audience to think about marriage between science and spirituality, and science and ethics, and also stressing on the fact that science needs humanization. We now move to the keynote address by an eminent academician in the field of material science, Dr. K.S. Sethuraman, Dean and Professor at the Central University of Tamil Nadu. He's a researcher with extensive expertise in material science and nanotechnology, and an educationist with a remarkable career spanning over 2 decades. We are indeed fortunate to have him with us today, and I invite you to set the tone as we embark on this intellectual journey at ICANN-SF 2025.
So thank you for the introduction. And respected dignitaries on dais and on the dais. And a very good morning to all present here, students. So I'm very happy to be part of this international conference on advanced nanomaterials for a sustainable future. So basically, we used to conduct a hands-on training program in the university. We got a lot of instruments that used to have it. So that reason is I used to see that even colleges also used to have a lot of very good sophisticated instruments. So very happy to see such an events affecting in the college level also, because every students are just started the journeys from colleges, then they are moving to the university system and then research institute in India. So I don't want to discuss more about that nanomaterials. Already, Principal Madam already discussed a lot about nanomaterials and uses. Anyway, materials are playing very important role. We used to say to the students, for those who are having material science as a research area, they have a wonderful future, not only in India and outside of India also. So, of course, you know that technology development, material science technology development, that's why you are enjoying the mobile phone. So, I think everyone is know that mobile phone displays are, what type of displays are using in mobile phone? Do you know what type of display in mobile phone? Organic light emitting diode displays. That's why you are enjoying the video class, every videos, everything. So, invention of a very good luminescent material for fabrication of organic light emitting diodes. They started the training because I'm a little bit associated with that system, because when we was in South Korea, we used to have a lot of discussion with the displays technology, how we are going to implement in a mobile phone. So mobile phone now grown tremendously that you can enjoy that wherever that our relatives are in the world. So displays in 2009 LG and Samsung that the people used to say that in 2012 they implement that OLED displays on a mobile phone. Successfully they have implemented. Now that world is very short, very small, and you can have a video talk to anywhere in the world, not even South Pole itself. You can talk with the mobile phone. And also lithium-ion batteries. We always used to say that invention of lithium-ion batteries makes that computer to the level of very small mobile phone size. Yeah. So inventories of Professor John Goodenough that recently he passed away from the USA. So after invention of that lithium-ion batteries, how it is useful to the mobile phone. That's why you are enjoying the mobile technology by invention. So this way that all the material science related things are coordinated and then improving the technology level to the next stage. Recently, our government is always looking for the self-sustainability. So we have to develop our own technology for our users. So still we are depending on some of the countries for some of the technologies. So always insisting to have research work on the nanotechnologies, even material science, not only in material science, then any science and technology useful related to our society. That's why that our system is nowadays slowly changing. So nowadays we are also worrying a little bit about that students and then interest. Recently, we are seeing that student interest are a little down compared with before COVID. So that the interest as well as taking a course and hardworking, everything is somehow a little bit um, down. That's why that we are used to have conferences in college. We used to talk with the people, students in colleges and university system to increase them to go to the next level. So um, working, I mean, doing research in science and technology, especially in material science, will definitely ensure that it will lift your life to the next level. So a lot of opportunities, not only in India and even outside of India also, people are having. So I always and then tell you one thing that please work very hard. And nowadays, working culture also that little different. Then work very hard, and then only you can go to the next level. And then even laboratory system, even laboratory students used to work almost 12 hours per day, more than 12 hours per day. I used to work when I was in Japan more than 18 hours per day. I used to sleep only 4 hours. So that, but now things are completely different. And then students used to then come at 9 o'clock and then moving back to then hostels are home at 5 o'clock. So I used to stay up to 7 o'clock in the laboratory to do some research work. That's why I'm saying that please work very hard and keep that rapport, and that's why when you move to the next level, then importantly, that contribution to that science and technology, especially material science, is very important for our country. So that's why we are looking for young minds. So we are working in that area. So our government also always focusing on self-sustainability. So we have to develop our own technology for everything. Even recently, Hardy lithium and battery industries is started in the Gujarat. So not only lithium ion industries and OLED display industries, and some of the electronic technology industry they have started here for our own manufacturing. So try to, what I am saying is that we are always looking for our own technology. So we have to work very hard to get that goal. We have to stand on our own leg. So I wish you all for this good luck for this conference, and then I'm just congratulate the Canadians for this wonderful event conducted in knowledge and hands-on training. That's very important, so that students definitely have a very good chances to get learn how to operate the instruments. So that is very important. Nowadays, instruments are, we used to purchase a lot of instruments, but soon we less number of students to work in those instruments. So earlier days, so always we are standing queue to use the instruments. And so that's why it's a very good opportunity to learn a lot of things about that instrument and the instrumentation and how it is useful and how then we need to use it in perfect way to make a good result for research work. So thank you, Nandal. Then I am going to give a talk in Tinfins. At that time, I will tell you that how Tinfins played a very important role to development of organic materials and organic solar cells and transistors and some other important applications like the sensor, etc. Thank you for inviting me for this conference. And thank you, ma'am, for giving this wonderful opportunity to talk in front of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for informing us that we are dealing with nanotechnology every day in our life, and the fact that we need to develop our own technology, and we hope that this conference paves the way for that. Now I welcome Dr. Sharon Dikona, the esteemed coordinator of the internal quality assurance cell of our institution, and also a passionate educator and meticulous administrator for the felicitation.
Thank you, Arya, for that. Good morning, everyone.
His Excellency Right Reverend Dr. James Raphael Annabarambil, our beloved Principal Dr. Sister Usha A.A., our Chief Guest for the day, Dr. K. Sevaranan, Professor, Department of Material Science, Advocate Rigoraju, CV Ward Councillor, dear Dr. Rosalina Thomas, Head of the Department of Physics, my beloved friend and IQAC core team member, dear Dr. Sister Vincy John, the convener of this international seminar, and coordinator of AST Curie, heads of the departments of the postgraduate department of physics and home science, and the faculty members of the departments, all the team members of this international conference, all the co-conveners, dear delegates, students, researchers. I'm extremely happy and excited to be here. It is with immense pride and joy that I am here as the IQAC coordinator of St. Joseph's College for Women, Alabra, to felicitate the remarkable efforts that have gone into the culmination of this international conference, ICANN for a Sustainable Future. That is how we would like to put it, ICANN-SF, the International Conference on Advances in Nanomaterials for a Sustainable Future. So before this conference could take place, 2 days back, I was asking Dr. Vincy, the coordinator, what exactly is nanotechnology? Being a member of the Department of English, I've heard about nanotechnology, but I didn't exactly know what it is and the uses that it is. And then, even though I'm yet to research more into it, from what Dr. Sevaranan has said, and from what my friends have conveyed to me, and from what I've known, I've come to realize that nanotechnology is very much a part of our day-to-day life. From the smartphones that are in our hands, to the fabric that we wear, to the sunscreens that we use, to everything that we are part of in our day-to-day life. In fact, it is such a powerful technology that it has the capacity to change, to transform the way we live our everyday lives. Imagine how regular batteries have transformed our lives. So just think about the impact that nano-sized batteries could do. Probably they could, in fact, change our weekends, because most of us, especially the Z generation, the students that you are right now, most of you, how do you spend your weekends? Binge watching Netflix. So maybe if you have nano-sized batteries, your binge watching could last you. Maybe for one weekend, your batteries could remain if they are recharged, and maybe you could binge watch Netflix for continuously over the weekend. So just imagine the radical transformations that nanotechnology can bring about in our day-to-day lives. Maybe with regard to renewable energy, solar power, environmental sustainable practices, and whatnot. So in that sense, I believe that this international conference is going to be extremely relevant. Maybe it could sharpen our thoughts. Maybe it could enable us to think about something transformative. We never know. Each and every one of us present here has the potential to do it, and maybe this conference might give you the spark to transform the day-to-day lives of our fellow beings. So, being the IQAC coordinator, I cannot resist any opportunity to boast about our college, and I will do it any day, any time, whenever I get an opportunity. And we would like to claim that we are the Cristiano Ronaldo of academia, because we work hard consistently towards our goal. So I take this opportunity
to brag about our accomplishments. Recently, we were ranked 13 in the Kerala Institution ranking framework. And happily enough, we are first in Alapi district in the KIRF ranking, and we are also consistently in the NIR of 150 to 200 rank band. And as I was talking to Dr. Seduraman, he motivated us to think beyond that, and within the next few years, we aim to be within the band of NIR of 100, first 100. So that should be our aim. And our legacy includes empowering women along the coastal belt. We continue to do that, and this international conference is also part of that, empowering women to be part of STEM research. And we have been lucky enough, and we were fortunate enough, it's definitely hats off to our hard work and research. We have been recognized with DST FIST funding in 2015. We were given the Center with Potential for Excellence in 2017. And very recently, the DST Curie Grant in 2023. The international conference that we are witnessing today is a result of that. So these milestones symbolize our commitment to inclusivity, social impact, empowering women, and we will definitely continue to do so. So ICANN-SF 2025 is not just about academic presentations, it's also about shaping the future. We also have, as many of our, convener, as our principal, all of them mentioned the hands-on training session that we have, which we believe is going to bridge the gap between theory and practice, and which will give you the opportunity. As students, you will have the opportunity to address real-world challenges. So think of how your knowledge can probably lead to creating better solar panels or water purification systems, technologies that can transform our lives and preserve the environment. Speaking of sustainability, let us also remember our own Alapi, serene backwaters of Alapi, which we need to preserve. These natural treasures remind us why conferences as such are vital. We are, in fact, through such cutting-edge technologies, through gaining research about such cutting-edge technologies, we are aiming to preserve the beauty of our region, Alapi, for future generations. Behind every great event is a team of dedicated individuals, and I definitely would like to acknowledge the efforts, the extreme efforts, the dedicated efforts that have gone into this conference, especially the convener, Dr. Vincy John, the organizing committee, the departments of the PG departments of home science and physics, and all the science departments for their tireless efforts, to our manager, our beloved principal, for their vision that have guided them continuously, to the faculty and student volunteers, to each and every one of you. I'm also deeply grateful to our patron, Reverend Dr. James Raphael Anaparampal, for being here and blessing us with his presence. Our keynote speaker, Dr. K. Seduraman, Advocate Rico Raju, thank you, every one of you, for your presence. It means a lot. And as we embark on this exciting journey, let us embrace the spirit of discovery and collaboration. So ICANN-SF 2025, I believe, is more than a conference. It is a call for action. It is a reminder that small things have the power to do something big. Nanotechnology itself is a reminder of that. നമ്മുടെ മലയാളം സിനിമയിലൊക്കെ പ്രേമം ഫിലിമിൽ പറയുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ, ജാവ സിമ്പിൾ ആണെങ്കിലും പവർഫുൾ ആണ്. നാനോ സിമ്പിൾ ആണെങ്കിലും പവർഫുൾ ആണ് അല്ലെ. അപ്പൊ അതുപോലെ നമുക്കും we are also, maybe we may consider ourselves as simple beings, but we have the power to make big changes. And small steps can create a huge impact, can make great impact. So once again, I extend my congratulations to the organizing team and all the participants. Let us make ICANN-SF 2025 a resounding success. And before I wind up, I will also, when our beloved patron mentioned that every scientist should be human as well, I was also reminded of a favorite Netflix series that I usually watch.
the Big Bang Theory, where we have a scientist, Sheldon, and towards the climax of the series, we find Sheldon receiving the Nobel Prize. Sheldon, ഒരു autistic person ആയിട്ടാണ് അതിനകത്ത് appear ചെയ്യുന്നത്, autistic character ആണ്. And he has this പുള്ളി വളരെ ഇന്റലിജന്റ് ആണെങ്കിൽ പോലും ആൾക്കൊരിക്കലും മറ്റുള്ളവരെ acknowledge ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിയത്തില്ല. ആള് ഭയങ്കര he's a very self-possessed individual who always keeps thinking about himself, who believes that everything that he does is his achievement. But when he wins the Nobel Prize and the Nobel Prize acceptance speech, for the first time, he realizes towards the climax of the series, the highlight of the climax is that Sheldon does not acknowledge himself for the first time. He acknowledges the efforts of his friend circle, the friends who have been around him, who helped him to make this a success. And that is definitely the spirit of being a scientist as well. And I think that would be the spirit that will bring us together in this conference as well. And I think this conference can be equated to a Wi-Fi connection. Wi-Fi connection a Wi-Fi connection is always strong, it is fast, and it should have good connectivity. And that is exactly what we want this conference to be. We want this to be this conference. I wish that this conference might be strong, might bring about strong connections. It might enable you to connect with one another, and at the same time, I hope it might sharpen your thinking. And with that note, I would like to wind up, and I wish all of you a very productive session and a very enriching experience, and I hope ICANSF 2025 will be a resounding success. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sharon. Now I invite Advocate
His Excellency, Reverend Dr. James Anna Bishop of Alloy, Dr. Sedram, Dr. Sister Shari, Dr. Rose Buya, Dr. Sister Lindsay, Dr. Bhavya, respected professors, dear students. Before coming here, we had a short discussion with the guest room. Our Excellency Bishop asked Dr. Sedram about from which campus he is coming. And they asked about detailing the campus. The first answer he gave was a surprising one for me, and I think it was a surprise for everyone also. He told that he is coming from a campus. We have about 700 to 800 acres of land. Then I asked Sister Usha how much land we have got. She answered altogether, including schools, we have about 7.5 acres. So that's the difference. What I am telling this is to mention you that we have got a scarcity of land, and we are much limited in possessing land over here. Because in Alumpi, we all know the distance between backwaters and sea is only 4 to 5 kilometers. And within this area, it's very difficult to have a structure of 300, 600, 700 acres. So how nanotechnology can be used in this kind of limitations is to be studied. For conducting a 100-meter race, we need 100 meters of land. I'm not telling about that. What nanotechnology can be used in this kind of limitations is to be studied. And I was invited for speaking in this session. I just went through all the details of nanotechnology. Yesterday, I called Sister Vincent and asked about nanotechnology and physics. She answered, is it time to ask me about this one? I'm organizing all these things that, even though she answered a lot, today I asked Dr. Nisha on how nanotechnology and chemistry is connected. So when I went through all this, nanotechnology is connected with every subjects, especially in medical field. The invention with regard to chemo for the cancer patients, that was a great invention made through nanotechnology, whereby the cancer patients got a treatment for a much developed care and treatment through nanotechnology. That's one thing which can be set as an example. And for students, if you are connecting it with if, some students who are studying for that fashion design, I just went through a video that is using silica and nanotechnology, this Pattasari, how that Pattasari can be made much more attractive. The cost of production also is very less with regard to that fabrication. And moreover, in the field of, other than the field of science and IT, that the experts will deliver classes on that matter. But I would like to say to you about what you should do regarding this nanotechnology. What you should think as students of LFP. Uh, the amount which the government is spending, the main objective of the developing nanotechnology is that the cost of production is to be less in many areas. So in reverse osmosis system for water treatment, nanotechnology is used. So in Alleppey, we are surrounded by waters. We are about seeing the biggest lake in Kerala, Vellarat Lake. We have got canals, everything we have got. We are surrounded by water. But for drinking purpose and for using, we are depending on water from Periyar, that is far away from this district, and that is from Pathanamthitta district, from Cycle. From Periyar river only, we take water from the, and that is getting treated at a plant at Karimadi. And from that treatment plant only, this water is distributed to Alappuzha municipality and nearby panchayats. So the cost of that water treatment plant and for distribution is about 400 crores of rupees. See, we are surrounded by water, but we need 400 crores rupees project for us to use drinking water. So, how nanotechnology can be used in converting the water we have got into purpose of drinking for other usages? And other than that, waste management system. We already said about the scarcity of land. For waste management system also, crores of rupees have been spent by the government for waste management system. For common people, we are all belonging to a common people's community. So the most effective method of waste management is a biogas plant here. The cost of a biogas plant is around 20,000 to 25,000 rupees. So how a common man could purchase a biogas plant in his house? So through nanotechnology, how these waste management can be done through nanotechnology with regard to cost of production. Crores of rupees have been spent by government. For a plant near Alappuzha town, 4 crores of rupees have been spent for a waste treatment plant, and that is not successful also. There is a slaughterhouse nearby. The cost of production for that was 2 crores of rupees. That also is not working successfully. So we are spending a lot of money for waste management, a lot of money for drinking water, but that are not serving us properly. So my suggestion to students for attending this class and whoever is watching, you should put up your mind so that these technologies can be developed, new things can be invented for the purpose of common man, for less cost of production, for the purpose of getting much drinking water, for the purpose of waste management, and for decreasing the air pollution and all such kind of things, along with all these developments. I told about smartphones, laptops. We all are familiar with the term nano car, nano SIM, everything. But these nanotechnologies are to be used. The mind is to be applied for the purpose of water and waste management that common people also. That is suggestion I need to make, and I think and I believe that the secondary college students will come out with any solution after this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Rosalina Thomas, the head of the Postgraduate Department of Physics and the driving force behind this prestigious conference. I request Dr. Rosalina Thomas to extend felicitation on this occasion.
Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, let me begin by quoting the famous physicist Richard Feynman. There is plenty of room at the bottom. Actually, he gave this invitation to enter a new field of physics in 1959. He was giving a lecture at the annual American Physical Society meeting at Caltech. And today, we are here to organize the International Conference on Advances in Nanomaterials for a Sustainable Future. I'm really excited to stand before you, as it is a proud moment for the Postgraduate Department of Physics to coordinate this international conference, which is funded by Department of Science and Technology through the scheme Consolidation of University Research for Innovation and Excellence, Curie 2023. It is jointly organized by Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Postgraduate Department of Physics and Home Science. It is very important as it is the first international multidisciplinary conference we are organizing. As we also have, as it is a multidisciplinary conference, we have members from Postgraduate Department of Chemistry, Physics, Home Science, Botany, and Zoology. I take this opportunity to congratulate the principal investigator and convener of the event, Dr. Sister Vincy John, and the coordinator of the event and co-principal investigator of the Curie project, Dr. Julian Joseph, and Curie project fellow and our proud alumna, Ms. Sissy Verghese. All of them have together coordinating the Curie project, right from the purchase of instruments to the setting up of the common instrumentation facility in the PG and research block, and also coordinating this conference. I also congratulate the Research and Development Cell members headed by Dr. Bhagyadi, teachers of Postgraduate Department of Home Science headed by Dr. Anju Nilera, and every member of Team St. Joseph's, including the students who directly or indirectly supported this DST Curie project and also this conference. It is indeed a proud moment for the students and faculty of Postgraduate Department of Physics, as it will soon be a research center. I'm sure that our research center will flourish with this Curie project, and we envision our research center as a busy research hub in the near future. On this occasion, I bow my head in gratitude before all the torch bearers of our college as well as Postgraduate Department of Physics for paving the path for us. In the coming days, we will witness a celebration of research through this conference, as we have the best resource persons from across the globe. I wish all success to the participants, paper presenters, and also a happy learning and celebration of research to all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rosalina. As we near the conclusion of this inaugural session, it is time to express our gratitude to all those who have made this event possible. To deliver the vote of thanks, I invite Dr. Bhagya D, Assistant Professor from the PG Department of Space Science.
Good morning, one and all. Respected dignitaries, distinguished guests, delegates, faculty, scholars, students who are present online and offline. A very good morning to all. As we draw this momentous occasion to a close, it's my honor and privilege to deliver the vote of thanks for the International Conference on Advances in Nanomaterials for a Sustainable Future. I Can Sustain Future, hosted by the PG Departments of Physics and Home Science, sponsored by DST, the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India under the scheme CURE. This event would not have been possible without the contributions and collaborations of many. First and foremost, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, the visionary leader, Right Reverend Dr. James Raphael Anaparambil, patron of the college and Bishop of Alleppey, for gracing this occasion with his enlightening inaugural address. His inspiring words have not only set the tone for the conference, but have also provided us with a deeper perspective on the themes we aim to explore. We are truly blessed to have his wisdom and encouragement guiding us. I would like to mention the key points the Bishop have pointed. I felt like actually within 5 minutes we have gone through a latest book within 5 minutes and so many takeaways. Science and spirituality. The latest will be the first regarding the science breakthroughs. The science should marry to ethics. Digital divide is our challenge. Make our nation shine. The small change can lead to big changes. We should work for the victims of the skill and development. Scientist without a human is a monster. Science should teach inner spirit. It should touch the inner spirit. The education should make us better persons. Actually, the Bishop have given us so many takeaways that we have to practice in our life. We should be a good scientist. At the same time, we have to give importance to the humanity. So I thank, he's not with us, but since I thank, because it was a great session. The Bishop have inspired us a lot actually. And a special thanks to our keynote speaker, Dr. K. Sethuraman, eminent scientist, professor at the Department of Material Sciences, the Central University of Tamil Nadu. His insights and depth of knowledge have enriched this conference immensely, leaving us with new perspectives to ponder. Actually, Sir has stressed about the importance of the hard work. When he was telling his story, actually, I went back to my research period. I used to work 22 hours in a day while I was doing the experiments. But nowadays, we are lacking that spirit in the case of the perseverance and the hard work. It matters a lot, not only the smart work. If we want good results and good outcomes, definitely we have to hard work. We have to have the hard work, then only we can have success, and at the same time we will develop patience, perseverance, and the humanity. I strongly believe in that. Thank you, sir. Thank you for stressing the importance of the technology, that we must be self-sustained in our technology. Thank you so much. I extend my sincere gratitude to Reverend Sister Philomena Puthenpura, our respected manager, in her absence, because her words of wisdom and vision have inspired us all in all our endeavors. I definitely know she will be praying now for the success of the conference. Thank you, sister. I thank sister in her absence. A warm thank you to our beloved principal, Dr. Sister Usha A. for her guidance and unwavering commitment. Your address has provided us with the motivation to strive for excellence in all our endeavors. Thank you, sister.
I extend my sincere gratitude to our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Sharon Chigunya. Her insights have always served as a guiding light for maintaining and improving the quality standards at our institution and for being a constant pillar of support throughout this event. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing the valuable experience you have shared to our students. Thank you so much. Thank you. I express my sincere thanks to Advocate Rigo Raju. He is not only our Silver Ward councillor, he is the opposition leader in Alappuzha municipality, and also he is an advocate also. Okay, so thank you, sir, for your constant and unwavering support for our academic and co-curricular activities and being with us for all the social cause. And thank you for sharing the problems, the real problems in Alappuzha that we could address through the nanotechnology. Definitely, our students will be trying to use this technology for removing the challenges in Alappuzha. Thank you. Thank you. I thank Dr. Rosalina Thomas, the head of the PG Department of Physics, for her felicitation, which underscores the importance of the academic excellence and interdisciplinary collaborations in nanotechnology. Thank you, Rosalina. I would also like to thank Dr. Sister Bincy John, the convener of ICANN SF 2025, for the warm welcome and for being the driving force behind the seamless organization of this conference. Her dedication and leadership have ensured its success. Sincere gratitude to the co-conveners, Dr. Julian Joseph, Dr. Maurice Marley Antoinette, for their proactive coordination. Thank you for sharing your time, your effort, valuable insights in making this event innovative. I also thank the organizing committee members, Dr. Anju Emiliera, Dr. Sharika Shivakumar, Dr. Kumari Nisha S, Dr. D.P. Shijamol, Dr. Pinky Cheria, Dr. Philomena Joseph, Dr. Sabita Thomas, heads of all the departments, all committee members for their unwavering support, and international advisory members for their constructive suggestions. I extend my deepest appreciation to all our distinguished keynote speakers, panelists, and resource persons who have traveled from various parts of the world to share their knowledge and insight with us. Their expertise and dedication have added immense value to and enriched the academic rigor of this conference. I would also like to thank and extend my special and sincere gratitude to our project assistant of DST Curie, Ms. Sissy. She has been working tirelessly. He was working so hard for the completion. He was working very much hard for the, actually she was working 22 to 24 hours with Sister Bincy John for the completion, for the procurement of the equipment and all. Thank you, Ms. Sissy. Thank you so much for supporting our sister. A special note of gratitude to Ms. Arya Jose, Assistant Professor in the Department of English, for her beautiful anchoring that set the stage for this event, and Ms. Alma Rigo, Mr. Jidin, Mr. Xavier for the continuous technical support. I must also express my gratitude to all the faculty of PG Department of Physics and Home Science and the RTC members, the student volunteers and the supporting staff who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this event a grand success. Your meticulous planning and seamless execution deserves our heartfelt applause. Thank you so much. I thank all the media persons for their strong cooperation and support in publicity and transferring the knowledge to community. To our co-sponsors, the professional scientists, the RJ Enterprises, Hallmark Mechatronics Limited, thank you for your generous support and collaboration. Your contributions have been instrumental in bringing this vision to fruition. Least but not least, I thank all the attendees for your presence, active participation, and engagement. Your involvement and curiosity have made this conference a meaningful and dynamic one. Once again, on behalf of the PG Department of Physics and Home Science of St. Joseph's College for Women, Alappuzha, I extend my sincere thanks to all the participants present, online and offline. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Bhatia. Now I invite Abua of First MSc Physics for the national anthem. Let us now rise for the national anthem as we conclude this session.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
With that, we have come to the close of ICANN SF 2025. Thank you all for your presence. I request all of you to break for a small tea and snack session outside the conference room. Let's meet after 15 minutes for the plenary session.
പ്രോഗ്രാം പ്രസന്റേഷൻ ഉള്ളതല്ലേ?
We're about to begin the plenary session. I request all the participants to be in the conference room immediately. I request the participants to occupy the vacant seats in the front. Those who are sitting in the back, please come and occupy the vacant area in the front.
Yes, please come forward. Come forward. എടാ കേറി ഇരിക്കാൻ പറയാൻ ഒരു പഞ്ചല്ല ഫ്രണ്ടോട്ട്
Dear participants, I kindly request all of you to wear the ID card that is provided along with your file. Is the screen visible? Back row. Good morning once again. Welcome you back to ICANN SF 2025. We begin the plenary session, and I have been entrusted with the duty to introduce the first speaker of the plenary session. It is my privilege to introduce Dr. K. Sethuraman, a distinguished academician and researcher, to deliver today's plenary talk. Currently serving as the Dean and Professor in the Department of Materials Science at the Central University of Tamil Nadu, Dr. Sethuraman is a leading expert in his field. His research areas include crystal growth for scintillation and NLO applications, materials for solar energy applications, nanoscience and nanotechnology, semiconducting materials and metal oxides. His dedication to education is equally commendable, having mentored budding researchers and contributed to the academic growth of his students. With over 18 years of teaching experience, Dr. K. Sethuraman has guided 10 PhD scholars to successful completion, with 2 ongoing PhDs, and has mentored several MPhil, MSc, and MTech students. His groundbreaking research is reflected in his extensive list of publications and collaborations with national and international institutions, reflecting his commitment to advancing scientific knowledge. Dr. Sethuraman is also a recipient of numerous prestigious accolades, including the Japanese Government Fellowship and the UGC Raman Postdoctoral Fellowship in the USA. We are truly honored to have him here to share his profound knowledge and insights. So please join me in welcoming Dr. K. Sethuraman to deliver his plenary talk on the topic Thin Films, Preparation Techniques and Applications in Electronic Devices. Over to you, sir.
So very good morning to all present here. Good morning. Thank you for the nice introduction, ma'am. Thank you. So today my topic I put it on thin films preparation techniques and applications in electronic devices. So of course everybody know what is thin films. You know the thin films. What is thin film? Thick film, you know, and please tell me any thick film. So we understand what is thin film. Thick film. So the 1 micrometer, millimeter range thick film. The thin film is generally thick film. So we are making a coating on the wall here, and then film used to put it on a carbon thick film. A film is that you know it very well. And then because we are thin films means we are making materials in the form of a thin layer. So that layers is how it is useful for the different electronic applications that we are going to see in detail. So this is my place is I am from Central University of Tamil Nadu, Department of Material Science in Thiruvarur. Thiruvarur is very famous for art festival. Art is you see that art is Asia's largest art. So largest art, and then temple is we are having a very big Lord Shiva temple that is world largest Shiva temple. And we are having more than 365 statues of lingas inside the temple. Our department is Material Science and the School of Technologies, and we are offering a Material Science and Technology course. So eligibility for Material Science and Technology is MSc Physics, Chemistry, and Biotechnology, all masters in science streams as well as PE, BTech, all engineering stream except Computer Science, Information Technology is eligible for Material Science and Technology course. Since 2006 onwards, we are running the course in Material Science and Technology. Also, we are offering PhD in Material Science program. So this is an outline. I put and then a lot of PPTs I put it here. Then introduction to thin films and thin film properties and applications and general characteristics of thin films. Inorganic thin film development. Generally, thin films I just classified it into two different categories. One is based on the inorganic material, another is based on the organic material. Organic thin film preparation as well as inorganic thin film preparation. And then how organic thin film depositions are there, and how organic transistors and light emitting diodes and solar cells are fabricated for thin layers using a thin film technology. So thin film is a layer. Yes, we see that layer of material ranging from factors of ranging from the fractions of nanometers to the then several micrometers in thickness. Generally used to call is a thin film. So these all the devices are like important devices are they're just using a multi-layer thin layer for the even electronic devices. All the electronic devices like organic light emitting diodes, transistors, everywhere everything is used to prepare in the form of thin films. That's why thin film is playing very important role in the science and technology. So I used this topic for the, I mean, I just put all the fundamentals of the preparation of thin films by based on the organic as well as inorganic materials. So I classified inorganic based thin films and organic based thin films. So the why thin films, so applications of thin films, you see that applications of thin films in different fields like military and emergency, then electrode systems, and then how it is useful for other building applications and commercial as well as the industrial applications. I put all the details in a graph. So one say that every year that thin applications are keep on increasing in a different field. So global thinking solar cells market that I put it here, then you know very well about solar cells. Solar cells, I traditionally people are using silicon based solar cells, but here thin film based solar cells are very dominant in future in market, and how that market is keep on increasing year by year. I put it in the graph. So I told you the number of papers are published in every year, some keep on increasing. And then almost more than 1,000 papers people used to publish in thin film area. And from different countries, you see that I put it here in different countries. And from China and USA and Japan, they are dominantly producing the thin films related research work. So India also participating in that race, so producing a lot of thin film related research articles. So thin film applications, there are different applications. I told you that electronics, magnetics, and chemistry and optics. So electronic applications, thin films are used as an insulating layer, semiconducting layer, and conducting layer, like resistors, capacitors, and transistors, LEDs, and solar cells, and piezoelectric devices, etc. And magnetics on this, and video, audio tape, and chemistry, and then corrosion, production coating, oxidation, then sensor for liquid as well as gas chemicals, and optics anti-reflection coatings. So on lenses, generally a thin layer of the material is coated on the lenses for anti-reflections as well as solar cells. What physics? Generally, we used to discuss a lot of physics based on the thermodynamics and magnetics, and solid state physics, electricity and magnetism, and mechanics. So, based on thermodynamics, phase transition, nucleation, growth kinetics, and then absorptions and diffusion, and then a solid state physics point of view, crystallographic and defects and bonding, and electricity point of view, and optics and conductivity, resistivity of thin film, as well as magnetic properties of the thin films. Mechanics, stresses in films, and then friction and then wear, etc. General characteristics of thin film deposition, and then generally we used to take care of deposition rate, film uniformity, materials used for the deposition, and the quality of the film, and the deposition directionality, all are general characteristics of thin film. So thin film deposition techniques, generally we used to divide the thin film deposition techniques into two different categories. One is physical methods, and the other is chemical methods. Physical is evaporation, further classified into evaporation as well as sputtering technique. Chemical is gas-based deposition, then liquid deposition. From the liquid, we deposit a thin layer of material. Evaporation, we are going to see in detail. So thermal evaporation, UV evaporation, and then molecular beam epitaxy and laser evaporations. And sputtering technique, we are just heating a target. Suppose we are having a target, that our target is heated by the ions. So that ions remove the atoms in the target, and atoms are deposited on the surface of the substrate as a thin layer. That is called the sputtering technique. Then we are going to see that what is the sputtering, and then different sputtering techniques are available. Both are comes under the categories of physical deposition methods, and chemical is a gas, like chemical vapor deposition. We are just injecting a gas molecules into the chamber, and then gas molecules are react with each other, forming a thin layer, product in the form of a thin layer, and then byproducts are in the form of a gas, and then just coming out of the chamber. Liquids are different techniques are available, like a chemical bath deposition, electrode deposition, salt gel spray analysis, and electrode list deposition, screen printing, and spin coating. So that I will just touch on the things. Typical steps in making a thin layer. By this, this is an image for the evaporation techniques. You see that once you are planning to prepare a material, for example, aluminium. So aluminium is a material. You want to prepare aluminium thin layer by evaporation technique. So under a vacuum chamber, a chamber is like that. Under the vacuum chamber, you are evaporating the chamber pressure then to very low, -6 bar. So that in that very low pressure, so what happens when you are heating your aluminium material, it started to evaporate and then condense on the surface of the substrate. All thin films need to have a substrate. So I told you that you are just preparing putting in a what is called this. This is painting or painting on the wall. So what you needed? You can paint here. You need this. So same thing that is for thin film preparation. You need a substrate. So that aluminum is evaporated under high vacuum. So it is started to deposit on the condense on the surface of the substrate. So that so you can get a beautiful aluminum thin layer on the surface of the glass substrate or any other substrate. So he said for the evaporation techniques, you see the emission of a particle from the source. Source is you are just to put your aluminum in crucible and heat those crucible from the source. Then how particles are started to evaporate and then condense on the surface of the substrate. You see the diffusion, nucleation, and the growth which takes place on the surface of the substrate. Right? So transport of evaporated particles towards the substrate and the condensation of the particle on the surface of the substrate. That is very important. So this is the typical steps in making a thin layers. So you need a substrate. First point is you need a substrate for preparing a thin film. So whatever may be that material. So you need a substrate for making a thin layer. So thin film growth is single atoms arrives at the surface of the substrate, and then migrations and re-operation and combination of single atoms, and then nucleation, growth, and then coalescence, and then the continuous thin film formation is on the surface of the substrate. These are all the thin film growth. I just put it here for evaporation technique. Evaporation means under high vacuum conditions, then you are heating your material and started to evaporate and then condense into the thin layer of the material on the surface of the substrate. So this is an island growth. Then for evaporation, I put it here. Island growth means then from three-dimensional islands like that. The growth is called as a wall level growth, and then film atoms are more strongly bound to each other than the substrate. Slow diffusion takes place, layer by layer growth. One layer is formed on the surface of the substrate. The green line is just indicating a substrate. On the surface of the substrate, the atoms are just sitting. So that layer by layer. So that films atoms here more strongly bound to the substrate than each other. So this is a layer by layer growth, mixed growth, layer by layer as well as the and isolated growth, island growth also possible for the thin film preparation. So two main deposition techniques I told you, the chemical vapor deposition as well as physical vapor deposition. So chemical vapor deposition, then we are using gases, so reagent is gases. We are purging gases into the chamber, so that reaction chamber. So chemical reactions takes place, and on the surface of the substrate, then the thin layer of material is formed. I will explain you a bit later how a thin film is formed on the surface of the substrate. So, example, I mean, different types of chemical vapor depositions are there, like atmospheric pressure chemical vapor deposition, low pressure chemical vapor deposition, plasma enhanced chemical vapor depositions are there. Physical vapor deposition, here no chemical reactions are there, but we are just heating a material under a high vacuum condition. The material started to evaporate and form condensed on the surface of the substrate. This is some physical vapor deposition technique. And also sputtering also comes under the physical methods. So chemical vapor deposition, I told you that this is a source, and then source gases are that just purging a source, different source gases. And the reaction takes place on the surface of the substrate. So film formation is on the surface of the substrate. Byproducts are just coming out of the chamber. So this is a very simple, but we have to control the gas purging inside the chamber by using a mass flow controller. Mass flow controller is controlling the flow of gas inside this chamber. With respect to the flow of gas inside the chamber, reaction is takes place on the surface of the substrates, and the byproducts also that just coming out from the surface, from the chamber. So this is the steps involved here. This is the first one. You see, the first one is a transport of reactants to the deposition region. Second is a transport of reactants from the main gas stream to the boundary layer to the wafer surface. Absorption of reactants on the wafer surface. Wafer is here substrate. So that is so surface reactions takes place on the surface of the substrate. Disruption of byproducts and transport of byproduct goes to the main gas stream. So what main gas stream means then just coming out of the chamber. So transport of byproduct just away from the chamber. But we are purging a gas here, and then different gases. Different gases we are purging. The reaction takes place, and then your film is formed on the surface of the substrate. By byproducts are just come out of the chamber as a gaseous species. So very important is every step is very important. Then you have to take care of all the every steps. Then you will get a very good quality thin layer in the chemical vapor deposition. High growth rates are possible. Good reproducibility. You can deposit materials which are hard to evaporate. Suppose why you need to go to this deposition? We may ask the physical vapor deposition is there. Why I have to choose this capacity? So all materials are not evaporated in many different conditions. Suppose I told you that physical vapor deposition, you have to evaporate your material under high vacuum condition. But if your material is not evaporated under high vacuum conditions, then you have to go choose the chemical vapor deposition process. Chemical vapor deposition, just punching a chemicals into the chamber. So all the different chemicals. So that reaction takes place, then thin layer formation is inside the chamber, and that's how byproducts are coming out of the chamber. So advantages are the third is definitely we have advantages as well as disadvantages. So high process temperature is one of the disadvantages to get here. Complex process as well as toxic byproducts is we have to take care of the byproducts. Byproducts are very toxic some cases. I will tell you a bit later. And then sometimes claims are may not be pure and some kind of hygienic operations over there. We have to take care. So the chemical vapor deposition, three processes. One is what type of reaction is on the surface of the substrate. So here, first one is pyrolysis, thermal decomposition. Second one is reduction. You just understand the word only. I will explain you in detail later. So thermal decomposition, reduction, and oxidation. So what really happened to the system? This is the example here. So A is gas, B is a gas entering into the chamber, and then so decompose that AB gas. AB is a gas, and decompose into A as a solid side. And why I put it here bracket and put the SP solid state. So that byproduct is in the gaseous state. So example I put here, that's selene. Selene is SiH4 is a gas. We are plunging into the chamber, but reaction takes place on the surface of the substrate. What layer is formed on the surface of the surface? Silicon layer is formed on the surface. And byproduct is a hydrogen gas. Under high energy, high vacuum, under vacuum condition as well as high temperature, 640 degrees Celsius. So using this is the one way to form. It is a one mechanism, a thermal decomposition mechanism for the forming a thin layers inside the chemical vapor deposition system. Next is the reduction process. I told you the reduction is, you see that the AX is a gas, then hydrogen also gas. We are purging two gases. So A is a solid, and then byproduct HX is a byproduct. So what hydrogen is doing here? Reduction process. You see here that one example, then tungsten. WF6 is we are purging into the chamber, and hydrogen also we are purging into the chamber. That hydrogen is reduced that tungsten into tungsten WF6 into tungsten, and react with fluorine and then converted into gases. So you will get a beautiful tungsten thin layers by using this reduction mechanism. Third one is an oxidation process. Of course, everyone is know what is oxidation. We are using oxygen. So just oxygen is a gas, AX is a gas. So just oxygen is oxidized the material. So forming an oxide. So silane gas, oxygen is gas. Silane is converted into silicon dioxide, and the hydrogen is a byproduct. So generally three mechanisms they classified. So under these three mechanisms, so the reaction takes place inside the chamber. But you are purging a gas. But what is formed inside the chamber? Thin layer of material is formed. A beautiful way of preparing a thin layer by using a chemical vapor deposition. The one thing you need to take care is to how to control the mass flow of the gases. So how much amount of your gas is purging inside the chamber. That is very important. And you have to control it, and then equally then you are purging it into the chamber. That in right way that you will get the beautiful thin layer of your material. I put it here. We see that why I put that some of the examples in the first slide, first mechanism. You see aluminum, titanium, molybdenum, iron, so many metals used to prepare by thermal decomposition. It's like a silicon dioxide, Al2O3 also possible to prepare by using thermal decomposition. Oxide reduction, you see all metals also possible to use by thermal, reduction process. Hydrogen reductions like SiO2, so TAB, Ta2, etc. Oxidation, lot of oxides, Al2O3, so Ta2O3, SiO2, lot of oxides also prepared by using this. How to choose any mechanism? So based on the mechanism only that we have to purge the gas inside the chamber. So what type of gas you are purging inside that? So this is the type of chemical reactions in chemical vapor deposition process. This is a chemical vapor deposition technique. You see that different. This is a chamber. You see that put a substrate over here. So you are just purging in a different tubes. You see that different gases are purging over there. That into sign is a mass flow controller that's controlling the flow of gases inside the chamber, and the reaction takes place. Then the substrate is always used to heat. The reaction takes place at high temperature only. That is a very important point here. That's why the disadvantages that we say that we need to prepare a thin layer and then higher atmospheric, higher temperature range. So that's one of the disadvantages. So that you see chemical vapor. This is a horizontal atmospheric pressure chemical vapor reactor. This is a you see here. The first, the yellow point is that you are putting your substrate over here. So punching a gas inside the chamber. So reaction takes place on the surface of the substrate, and byproducts are just coming out of the substrate. And here the reactor is the chamber is horizontal. That's why the horizontal low pressure LPCVD means low pressure the chemical vapor deposition. AP means atmospheric pressure chemical vapor. Atmospheric pressure means we are not vacuum the chamber, but LP means we are need to vacuum the chamber inside the chamber. So different types of chemical reactors are there. So this is one of the example I put here. You see that silane is a gas. So silane is just punching into the chamber. The thermal decomposition, it is converted into silicon layer, thin layer, and the hydrogen is a byproduct. My another method of deposition technique is metal organic MOCVD. You see that trimethyl gallium gas as well as arsenic gas is purging into the chamber. So and gallium arsenide is formed. The gallium arsenide is one of the important semiconducting material. So beautiful thin layer of gallium arsenide is prepared by this MOCVD technique. But methane gas is a byproduct gas. But then trimethyl, byproduct, we need to take care of the gases, byproduct gases, how toxic it is. And if it is coming out of the chamber, So we should not inhale that gases. We should to handle it in a proper way. So this is for research lab that people, you see that this is a reaction. Reactor is during the gallium nitrate film growth. So how that heater is used to heat the substrates. So that and then this is a CVD for research lab that industrial work people used to have the CVD, MOCVD, metal organic chemical vapor depositions like this. Instruments. So different types of nanostructures are possible by using CVD techniques. Like some of the reports I have taken from the literatures, like zinc comes and nanoneedles, tungsten trials and nanotubes, tubes, with gallium nitride nanowires, opal oxide nanoflowers, zinc oxide nanowires, and nano nails, like the structure of sodium, zinc oxide. Everything is prepared by chemical vapor depositions. By using this deposition technique, one can get a beautiful nanostructures by how you are controlling the flow of gas inside the chamber. So this is some of the thermal CVD deposition temperature, and then input reactants and the substrates and what material they are deposited that they just listed up here for understanding purpose, like silicon, germanium, gallium arsenide, indium phosphide, and then indium oxide, zinc sulfide, cadmium sulfide, aluminum oxide, a lot of material we used to prepare in a thermal CVD, in thermal chemical vapor deposition techniques. These are all the input reactants we are merging inside the chamber. The deposition temperature also just listed out on the right side, like more than 1000 degrees for silicon, 600 to 700, and then 850 to 1100 for aluminum oxide, etc. I put it here for understanding. Crystallinity is very important. Epitaxy, E means epitaxy. Epitaxy is nothing but the thin layer of thin means atomic scale range. And one atom is just one atom put it in the substrate in this way that we used to call it epitaxial thin layer. Epitaxial means the thin layer of material. So that's why we classify epitaxial, molecule, amorphous, etc. Physical vapor deposition, so I told you the evaporation and electron beam evaporation, as well as the molecular beam epitaxy, spectral and pulse laser deposition. I told you the physical vapor deposition, we are not purging any gases here. We are taking our source material in the form of powder, and that powder or any metal. So we just heated those powder or metal inside the chamber under a high vacuum condition of thermal evaporation, so that we started to evaporate and then beautiful thin layer formation takes place. But in sputtering technique, something different. Sputtering means we have to we are using an ions to hit the target. So atoms are just ejected out from the target. Those atoms are deposited on the surface of the substrate. We are hitting the target by ions and then removing the atoms from the target. Those atoms are deposited on the surface of the substrate. That is called sputtering. Pulse laser also is one of the deposition techniques. We will see one by one. This is evaporation techniques. Generally, thermal evaporation, electron beam evaporation. Thermal evaporation means you see the boat. One boat is the hot heating mode. I just mentioned the heating mode. That is a aluminum material heating mode. Under vacuum condition, so aluminum mode is heated, aluminum is started to evaporate. How you are heating those heating mode means by resistive heating. Resistive heating means then you know what is a resistive heating. So we are giving what we are giving to the system. So power. So power that makes some kind of due to the resistance started to heat the coil. Then once the coil is heated, it started to evaporate and beautiful thin layer of material. Beautiful aluminum layer is deposited on the surface of the wafer. So here electron beam. So what really doing by resistive heating? You are heating the filament. Electron beam evaporation, you are using an electron beam. Those electron beams are injected. Those electron beams are inserted on the surface of the powder. Then electron beam is heating the material. Here resistance method, we are heating the material. So which one is more giving a more good resistance means electron beam technique. Electron beam, different metals used to prepare by electron beam techniques. So different magnetic coils and then used to then focus your electron beam into the crucible, because you are running on and the electron being generated, other end you are having a crucible. How you are exactly focusing your electron beam into the crucible. So then once you are focusing electron beam, then your material started to heat, and then heating processes takes place, then automatically started to evaporate that material and formation takes place. So this is a E-beam. So you see that magnetic field is used to deflect that electron beam from, this is a crucible, we are having a two crucible. So by using a magnetic field, then electron beam is oriented towards to the first crucible. Once the material is completely deposited, then adjusting the magnetic field, electron beam is then focusing towards to the second crucible. So automatically, so once that material is heated by electron beam, then automatically deposition is takes place. These are very simple electron beam and thermal evaporation techniques. These are all the resistive coils used to, by these coils, then we giving a power that heating, the resistant heating, then the heat is generated automatically. You are putting any type of metal inside the coil, automatically started to evaporate. These are all the resistive heating evaporation sources. Just a diagram is putting down the right side here. So I told you that you see this is the one. You see that first one is a resistive heating method. Second is electron beam. You see that once you are heated, then dotted things are, I put it here, atoms are started to evaporate and then condense on the surface of the substrate as a thin layer. Upper part is a substrate in the chamber. Chamber you need to keep it under vacuum condition. So another is the electron beam. Electron beam is almost the same. That instead of heating of the material, one method is using a resistive heating, another is using an electron beam. Electron beam, I told you that heating is more controlled way, but resistive heating method is not controlled way. That's why that you will get a beautiful thin layer of your material on the surface of the substrate. So this is a molecular beam epitaxy. What is the big difference between the previous one and this one? So previous one I told you that when you are evaporating your chamber 10 to the power of -6 on so of pressure. But here you see that how much that we put it here. 10 to the power of -10 torr millibar per torr. So 10 to the power of -10 torr means the vacuum level is very high. So what happened here in molecular beam epitaxy technique, that we are depositing a thin layer by atom by atom. So once from the source, one atom is ejected out and depositing on the surface of the substrate. High purity element sources are needed here, so that here you see the different cells are there. And, so that's why the method is called molecular beam. Molecular level deposition takes place by this type of technique. UHV means then high vacuum. We have to then keep your chamber in ultra high vacuum. Your vacuum level is 10 to the power of -10 torr. Then our vacuum level is very high. Then you will get a beautiful thin layer, epitaxial layer of material. Generally, gallium arsenide, gallium nitride based material used to put on the molecular beam epitaxy technique. This is the instrument is like expensive, little expensive. Not little expensive, more than 2.5 to 3 crore rupees of the cost. Also very difficult to maintain the ordinary level of the system. So that's why the technique is that instrument is sophisticated and expensive instruments. These are disadvantages of MPE. So multi-element rate control is very difficult by using this technique. But even though we are getting a very good atomic level deposition by using this molecular beam epitaxy, the instrument cost is very high. That's why only few laboratories in India that are having this type of deposition techniques. Spectral deposition, I told you that this is you see that this is an organ. Organ ions are just hitting over the target. Maybe I put it here, red color means yellow color means gold. Target means that organ ion hitting on the target, and then due to the hitting of the target, and then atoms are ejecting out from the target. Those are ejected out atoms are moving towards to the substrate, and deposition takes place on the surface of the substrate. So that is called a sputter. Sputter means hitting the target and then removing the atoms, and then those removed atoms are deposited on the surface of the substrate. And then high conditions. That is over -6 star. So this is a sputter deposition. And then different types of sputtering are of DC spectrum, radio frequency, direct current sputtering, plasma, magnetron sputtering, different sputtering are there. The concept is that here very simple. I told you that we are just eating the atoms by electrons, and then the atoms are ejected out from the target, and then those atoms are deposited on the surface of the substrate under vacuum condition. So this is a mechanism. You see that ions incident ions are hitting on the surface of the target. So you see them ejected out electron. So sputtered atoms. Ejected out atoms. Sputtered atoms are just coming out of the target. Those sputtered atoms are just deposited on the surface of the substrate. So ion impact is very important here. How ion is hitting on the surface of the target. This is a very simple mechanism of sputtering. So plasma is generated here because ions are hitting. You see that ions are hitting on the surface of the target, and then atoms are just ejected out from the ion target, and then simply deposited as a thin layer of material. The sputter yield. So how sputter yield is calculated? The sputter yield is ejected atom. How fast is an atom on the surface of the target, and then how ejected atoms are molecules are then from the surface of the target. The sputtering process, sputtering yield is very important when you are going for the sputtering deposition technique. So pulse laser deposition. Pulse laser deposition, we are using a laser. So instead of ions, we are using a laser. So those layers are targeting on the surface of the substrate as a target, and then you see that laser is hitting on the target, and plasma ion generator is ejected. Electrons are, atoms are ejected out from the target directly going towards to the substrate. So deposition takes place here. So this is a pulse laser. Laser is used to, instead of ions, here we are using a laser and ejected out the atoms from the target, and those ejected atoms are deposited on the surface of the substrate. This is a pulse laser deposition. In all cases, we are preparing a thin layer. From the beginning onwards, I am saying that thin films of any type of material that by this type of technique, deposition techniques. So then solution techniques. It's a different. So far, we have seen some of the sophisticated instruments, physical techniques, solution techniques. Simply by so the different techniques, solution techniques are there, like spray pyrolysis, hydrothermal methods, etc. Spraying, you know very well about car spraying, the paint spraying. So spraying paint on the car, different, even body spray also we are using. Then what happened? Just pressing a button and then spraying the and then molecules are there. The same way spraying your solution. You are preparing a solution, spraying into the source solutions on the heated substrate. Reaction takes place on the heated surface of the substrate. So the beautiful thin layer of material is formed by this deposition technique. Another is the chemical bath deposition, hydrothermal methods. You will see that. But why chemical methods? Non-vacuum deposition techniques. Because the physical method, we need to make a vacuum inside the chamber. But it's very difficult. Sophisticated instruments we need to make a vacuum inside the chamber. Solution techniques, no vacuums are needed here. So deposition under low temperature and low pressure is possible here. So uniform as well as smooth coating of the surface is also possible. One can control the structural, morphological, optical as well as electrical properties. Scale of for large scale, large scale production also possible by these simple spray solution techniques. Spraying, you see here, this is a spray gun, and from the spray gun just to spray your solution. For example, you want to prepare a zinc oxide solution, thin layers, thin films. Zinc acetate, you need to prepare a zinc acetate solution, and then spraying by using a spray gun. So once you spray on the surface of the heated substrate, beautiful zinc oxide, zinc hydroxide, and then later then it is converted into zinc oxide, thin layer of thin film is on the surface of the substrate. You see source material preparation with the solvent, then precursor solution, and then after forming a precursor solution, using those solution, just to spray those solutions into the heated substrate. That's called the aerosol. Atomized air, the solution is called as aerosol, and temperature gradient is formed on the surface of the substrate. Reaction takes place on the surface of the substrate. Then then you will get a beautiful thin layer of your material. These are all the chemical spray analysis technique. How that compressor is used to that, suck a solution from the beaker, and then just this is a spray gun. So beaker is containing that solution, so that you are touching your just opening your air portion. Then air is just bring your solutions into its either substrate in the form of a spray, so that definitely we get a beautiful thin layer on the surface of the substrate. Advantages. So high yield and impurity, very simple technique. Lot of carried out by using this simple chemical spray analysis technique. Cost effective. One can assemble, one can construct this spray analysis in very less cost in your laboratory. So performance control thickness controls are possible. Wide range of material prepared by this type of chemical spray analysis technique. This is a methodology. You see the copper chloride, indium chloride, and then this is a thiourea. All copper chloride, indium chloride, and thiourea all are just equimolar ratio. Just then 1:1:2 two ratios. Then they prepared a solution mixed into the all three solutions in one single solution, and then spraying those single solution on heated substrate. You will get a copper sulfate thickness. Very simple way. A particular temperature that reaction is takes place on the surface of the substrate. This is the electrospray technique, and then electrospray technique. Then you have to maintain some potential between your substrate surface as well as the spray. So here you need to use conductive substrate. So conductive substrate, that's why that you can maintain some potential between your conductive substrate as well as the spray gun. So that potential difference will make your that spray gun to spray on the surface of the substrate. So here the potential is maintaining. Earlier, previous case, gas is, air is punching. Just air is sucking the solutions and then spraying into the hot substrate. But here, the potential is used to spraying of your solution into the heated substrates. Ultrasonic is another technique, another very best also another thing. Spray paralysis setup, one of the things that we do. Example, I put it here that some of the material like a silver dope, copper, zinc, tin sulfide, counter electrode for dicite spray. You see copper chloride, zinc chloride, tin chloride, silver chloride as a dopant. So we prepared that solution. After preparing the solution, we sprayed out into the hot substrate, heated substrate, and then 280 degrees Celsius. And then after deposition, natural chlorine is done. Then quaternary material like copper, zinc, tin sulfide is quaternary material. I used to prepare this type of quaternary material by very simple deposition technique like spray analysis. These are all the same ideas and images. So those coated copper, zinc, tin sulfide is used as electrode, counter electrode for fabrication of dicite solar cells. You see here, so that this is fabricated cells, and then so from fabricating dicite solar cells, then we have achieved a maximum of more than 5% of power conversion efficiency of the solar cells by using very simple spraying technique. So this is a titanium doped CDO that we have carried out in our laboratory. You see hydrogen peroxide gas sensor we have fabricated by using spray analysis technique. Titanium doped gasoline sensor. So by using hydrogen peroxide sensors and fabricated, and then by using a CB that we have just sensing the hydrogen peroxide of using a titanium doped CDO. This is a and also this is how that our titanium doped CDO is best compared with other results, and the limit of detection also compared with the other sensors. Our sensors was very good. Because why I am saying this one, that by using a very simple spraying technique, one can easily fabricate a beautiful thin layer for different applications like solar cells as well as sensor. This is also copper indium disulfide based solar cells using cadmium and vanadium as a dopant. So that we have carried out beautiful research work, and this is fabricated on solar cells. and then almost we have achieved more than 3.5 to 4% commercial efficiency of using operating based solar cells by looking at as well. So this is another one that all are prepared by spray pyrolysis techniques. So that is molybdenum dicontact layer, copper indium disulfide, cadmium sulfide, and aluminum dioxide oxide, and thermal AL aluminum and metal layers are used to provide by thermal operation techniques. By this, we have carried out some split media radiations, and we achieved somehow, and then more than 5 point, nearly 6% of efficiency of copper indium disulfide based solar cells. Oh, this is also another one that it's been low copper oxide is used as an absorber layer, so that so here we have fabricated achieved a maximum combustion efficiency by using a simple spray technique. This is also all spray as well as chemical water deposition techniques for fabricating copper indium disulfide solar cells. And then this you see another work that ITO on the surface of ITO. ITO machine that spray pyrolysis on the zinc oxide and additional 400 degrees Celsius and tapping of sulfide preparation and get ruthenium doped copper disulfide multiple layer put on the surface of the substrate for the fabric for the thin film based solar cells fabrications. We have achieved more than 5% of efficiency by using this copper material. But sensor is another sensor, trimethyl ethylene sensor by spray pyrolysis technique. Hydrothermal synthesis, we have carried out a lot of work with different materials. You see the titanium dioxide nanostructures prepared by simple hydrothermal technique using a seed layer process. It's very difficult to form a nanorods of a material by glass substrate. So by here we are using a seed layer. Seed layer means first we are preparing a very less thickness layer. Seed is needed to nucleate that into the nanorods. So very less thickness, like 15 and I think 30 nanometer one, and then another is almost 120 nanometers as a seed layer. I'm using a hydrothermal techniques, lengthy nanorods as well as density. Number dense nanorods prepared by using hydrothermal technique. This is very useful for quantum dot sensitized solar cells. Quantum dot sensitized means quantum dot materials are sensitized on the nanorods. So for the quantum dot sensitized solar cell fabrications. So TaO2 and then we you see 30 nanometer as well as 120 nanometer. We are just using a two different temperature, both temperature in hydrothermal technique. So we just tune the crystallographic orientation of the TaO2 material. Because even a very simple hydrothermal technique, hydrothermal pump cost is around 6,000 rupees. This pump is around 6,000 to 8,000 rupees. So by using this simple setup and the oven, so that you can prepare a beautiful thin layer of material. Even if you are going for nanostructure using a seed layer concept, you will get a beautiful thin layer. Generally, this hydrothermal pump is used for the preparation of powder nanostructure, but here we used to prepare the thin film nanostructure by using this very simple technique, hydrothermal technique. So a lot of work we have carried out by we see that this is another work. This work is published in Crystal Engineering Publication in RSC journal, and this work is also published in zinc oxide nano microrod arrays, published in RSC journals advances. So here with the different MN doping, we are using MN doping, MNS doping. Then how the supersaturation solution is changing with the MN doping. So we achieved nanorods as well as microrods on the surface of the thin, glass substrates. So thin film, nanostructures on glass substrates. So microrods as well as nanorods are prepared by using this simple technique by doping. You see here. So this is a microrod. The microrods are white color, and the red. You see the second diagram C. So all top surface we are having a microrods. Under the surface, and the black colored ones are nanorods. So nanorods are forming like this way. Microrods are standing over there. So in a very simple deposition, so we just control the nanorods as well as microrods growth of zinc oxide for this application by using a hydrothermal technique and using a seed layer process. So this is one particular stage completely nanorods are vanished. Only micro or then assemblies, microcrystalline like a sheet, like as well as spherulitic like a structures also existing there on the surface of the substrates. And this is an exciting pattern. Different seed layer concept, different doping we have used to carry out and change the morphology of a zinc oxide nanostructure. So far we have seen some of the inorganic based materials. So now we are organic. Organic, you know very well about what is organic material. Yeah? Organic materials, how people are using organic materials for forming a thin layer. So this is a same like a evaporation technique. Why is that here we are using evaporation technique for organic thin film preparation? Some of the organic molecules generally classified into two different types. One is a small molecule, another is a long chain polymers. So small molecules always difficult to dissolve in solvents. So small molecule, how you prepare a small molecule based thin film? Only way to prepare by using the evaporation techniques. Just to put your material in like a boat, and under a high vacuum condition, once you evaporate, then once you heated your material, automatically started to evaporate, and beautiful thin layer of your small molecules colors prepared on the surface of the substrate. This is one way of preparing organic thin film. The condition is that your molecule is not dissolvable in solvents. If it is dissolvable in solvent, then you can go for very simple techniques. I will show you that bit later. This is a spin coating technique. I think here it is available. Maybe you are going to see that what is spin coating technique. So preparing your material solution first, and then just taking a drop of a solution, putting it to the surface of the substrate. Once substrate is started to rotate, we get a beautiful thin layer of thin film, organic thin film, and spin coating technique. This is a inkjet printing. What is this inkjet printing? So instead of you know very well about inkjet printer. Yeah? Instead of inkjet printer, we are using an ink. So instead of ink, then you are using your semiconductor ink. Semiconductor ink for the formation of a beautiful transistor. You see the transistor is a filament transistor. They are using an inkjet printer to print that number of transistors are fabricated, so that semiconductor layers are prepared by using inkjet printing. This is a fabricated. You see the number of transistors fabricated in small area by inkjet printing, that they are printed all the transistors, prepared all the transistors in very less number. So a spray technique. Spray, we are using a spray here also because your material is dissolved in solvents. You can make a spray. Spraying those material and forming those material in a thin film form by using a spray barrel system. First one is a physical vapor transport. First one is not for film. People generally used to make single crystals of your material. The second is a dip coating and drop casting. Dip coating, you know that you are preparing your solution. Your substrate is dipped, just like dipping biscuits in coffee. Yeah? Dipping just the substrate is there, you are making a solution, dipping your substrate into the solution, put it for some time and take it out, and then you get a beautiful thin layer on the surface of the substrate. It's a dip coating. Drop casting, just a drop of your solution. Put it on the surface of the substrate by using a syringe. That you will get a beautiful. Once your solvent is evaporated, your molecules are. You see that black dots are nothing but the molecules, organic molecules. Once completely solvents are evaporated, how organic molecules are oriented on the surface of the substrate. You see here that. So this is a very simple way to prepare organic thin film by using dip coating as well as broadcasting. Roll printing. What is the roll printing? Roll printing, it is like a paper. So you know very well about that how newspapers are printing. So just printing a paper by using this same roll printing technique, you can print a number of layers. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step. Suppose you are having multiple layers, 5 layers. 5 layers you can prepare by using this simple roll technique. So nowadays, huge, large size televisions are prepared by this roll technique. Let me show you some of the examples of that. What important thing is here that here you need a ink solution. All your material you need to dissolve in solvents. any one material is not able to dissolve in solvents, you cannot go for these techniques. So the important point is that we need to make a ink, semiconductor ink, as well as a conductor ink by solvents. Roll show printing, that is same one, stamping. I can prepare a solution, semiconductor solution. Like what you are doing in ink pad. The ink pad, you are transferring a ink from ink pad to the paper by using a seal. Yeah, the same way you are just transferring one semiconductor ink from one place to the other place. You are forming a beautiful thin layer of raw material. So in the screen printing, you know very well about that. Nowadays, people are using a screen printing technique for making what cards, your cards. Yeah, you are printing that your artist card. So the same way, once your ink is there, then put it, then swipe it in, then you will get a beautiful thin layer of your material, organic material. So some of the transistors, three-step, so printed by this printing techniques. So gate, source, and drain electrodes, and the insulator semiconductors are prepared by simple solution techniques or then evaporation techniques. So I just skipped this. Is a fabrication of organic filament transistors and then four-step process on the surface of glass substrate. You need to prepare a gate electrode. Gate electrode means electrode means electrode generally prepared by evaporation techniques. After on the surface of the gate electrode, the electric layer preparation and the source and drain electrode preparation by deposition, thermal evaporation technique. Semiconductor material, if it is dissolvable in solvents, you can prepare it by simple technique. If it is not dissolvable in solvents, then you can go for the beautiful and then the evaporation techniques. So four-step process for OFT fabrication. You see that number of transistors are fabricated on a plastic substrate. So plastic sheets, because so how it is possible means you are preparing everything under room temperature and atmospheric pressure. No need of very high sophisticated vacuum instruments. Just like a printing, that number of transistors is to prepare prepare on the plastic surface also possible. Organic transistors, they prepared on the surface of the plastics. Applications, different applications are there, detectors, sensors, and OLEDs, radio frequency, RFID tags. RFID tags means your library tags used by RFID. Pressure sensor, artificial hand they have prepared. Artificial hand means that hand is full of sensor. So what the beauty of that pressure sensor plus OFET is artificial skin they have produced. What is artificial skin? So for robotic system, how much pressure you are giving and shaking the hands of robot, the same pressure is returned back to you. So once you are touching it, very less means robot also not put your hand very hard. Once you are touching the robotic hand very hardly, then it is returned back the same pressure to your hand. That's called pressure sensor. They goes to for the artificial making of artificial skin for the robotic systems. And then OLED, then we have to remember these two people because they have started the small molecule based OLED by the first was Tag from the Kodak University. Second is Bangladesh friend from the Japanese laboratory, Cambridge University. And second, our friend is started to work with the polymer based LEDs. And then Tag is started to work with the small molecule based LEDs. We have fabricated LED first in the year 1987 and 1990s. So now you know the technology, like tremendous development in the technology. That's why you are enjoying all your mobiles. All your mobile displays are OLED displays. All your mobile displays. Just what you are doing, just pressing it and just to turn on, just pressing, turn off. Why it is pressing turn on? Why it is pressing turn off? Because of fast switching response. Fast switching response means microseconds. So you know very well about our earlier older television. Once you turn on it, you have to wait for that some time. Then maybe you may have a good coffee. When return back, you can see that the display will be from. If this mobile is working like this, once you turn switch off, if it takes 10 minutes, maybe you can use this mobile. No. So that's why that we have always remember these two people. After that, OLED a completely thin film based, multiple layer thin film based device. So thinner, lighter, more flexible, more wider viewing angle. What is wider viewing angle? Plasma displays are there. Not sorry, LCD displays. Earlier LCD displays, if you see in the side, then you may see only a dark screen. I think you remember that earlier LCD displays. You have to see only in front of your eyes only. So if you just to turn your displays, then you may not see that then properly. Our OLED is not like that. You can see even 90-degree. Also, you can see the picture very clearly. So because the OLED is completely removed UV angle problems, high resolution. So highest resolution displays available in market. Which displays? Organic light emitting diodes. No other displays are highest resolution displays. And you see the fastest switching response, microseconds. It's a mistake, 1 to 10 microseconds. Low voltage and low power. Low voltage is needed for turn on this LED displays. That's why you are using it. So it needs more power needs. It needs more power mean than suppose you need some separate battery is there needed for turn on your display. You can keep that your battery along with the belt or something in hand. If you use such type of displays for your daily use, no, you cannot use that because lithium-ion batteries are giving enough power for that turn on the OLED displays. That's why the people are if the turn on voltage of OLED is very low. That's why everywhere people are using OLED displays. If turn on voltage is very high, then no one is using OLED as a display. Thinner displays are also possible. The mechanism, what is that means? You see that cathode here IPO anode. IPO anode, we are injecting holes. Holes, you know very well because our physics students, chemistry students are there. You know very well about holes and electrons. So that positive charge carrier, negative charge carrier. So one electrode is injecting negative charge carrier, other electrode is injecting positive charge carrier. So both are moving towards to the invisible layer, and the recombination takes place. Once you recombine, automatically glow is started takes place. That's why that this is a very simple structure of OLED. You see all the layers are thin films, thin layers. So that by using this concept, then you can easily fabricate it in even plastic substrate. So that's why that nowadays all the displays are available in plastic substrates also. Different types of structures, passive matrix OLED, active matrix OLED, different types of OLED types are the top emitting. So I told you that two electrodes are transparent electrode, mean light will emit in both directions. So this side is transparent, this side is transparent. Light will emit in this direction and this direction also. So that is called that top emitting as well as bidirectional electrodes are there. Flexible OLEDs also there. That's why that some of the applications of OLED, you see that this is a transparent window lighting. That is not, it looks like a window. Window is just, it's not a window, it's a OLED. All materials fabricated as a thin layers of transparent material. So once you turn on, it started to lighting. Once you turn off, it is act as just a window. You can see that outside very easily. One company from Spain that they are just manufacturing this type of OLED for window applications. So lighting, white lighting, mobile displays, the larger televisions are possible by the organic lighting. Some of the work I have carried out in 2009, not now, but 2009. You see here, this is a LQ based green OLED. So using a different electron injection layer, I don't want to go much about it. This is a 3 mm into 3 mm green OLED fixtures using multiple layer concepts. The beauty is, you see the turn on voltage. Turn on voltage is nothing but the voltage required to turn on your OLED display. It is 10.2 volt earlier. By using a very thin layer inserted into the structure, the 10.2 volt is reduced to them, and then further, I think there's a mistake. 5.2 volt, almost 50% of that voltage, turn on voltage is reduced that by using a thin layer introduced into the system. So now recent days OLED market, you know very well about flexible, because and then you are fabricating a multiple layer in room temperature. So not high temperature. So flexible substrate you are fabricating it. You know very well about bifolding LCD displays by Samsung. Samsung is now recent days they are just introduced, and also Samsung slidable displays, sliding displays also they are introducing here. So is one of the thing is that QD OLED quantum dot is incorporated into organic light emitting diodes. So the tremendously increasing the resolution of the television. This is the highest resolution televisions available in market. So Samsung OLED, Samsung. Quantum dot incorporated OLED. So picture quality is almost generally in gamut. 99.8% of VCA V3 gamut. And that means the picture quality used to inform with the code web. So this is the highest resolution OLEDs available in market using a simple thin film technology. Thin multiple layers thin films are prepared by using printing technology, old rule printing technology. And using old rule. It is a flexible one. This one is you see all OLEDs are flexible OLED. So it's like a box. Once you turn on and switch on it, then OLED is just scrolling up. Once you after watching the television, once you switch off, actually again an OLED is going in, scrolling into the like that into that box. So this is a flexible. You see the brand, and this is a LG flexible gold front printed OLED televisions available in market. So then solar cells, then people are using small molecule based solar cells and the polymer based solar cells. Small molecule based solar cell mean multiple layers prepared by thermal evaporation technique. Polymer mean easily soluble in solvents. So they are blending over polymer with the small molecules and dissolving in solvents. And then hybrid bulk hydrogen of solar cells are fabricated. So this is a different area that a lot of time we need to discuss in detail about this one. So then I will start here. This is some of the OLED prepared. I mean, small molecule based OLED prepared by small molecule based OLEDs. All layer, anode, heterojunction, acceptor, cathode, multiple layer prepared by this is a machine, evaporation machine. So that without breaking vacuum, then multiple layers prepared. Why I am using this machine means that all of the materials are not dissolvable solvents. That's why I am doing for the evaporation techniques. So this is a small molecule based organic solar cell fabricated, and now we will this almost 2009. So that I achieve the efficiency and I put here. Generally, they are talking about thin films, is thin film sensors, thin film transistor, thin film solar cells, thin film light emitting diodes. So lot of applications nowadays. Thin film based to water splitting application. So hydrogen evaluation reactions. And lot of thin film based works are important. And then electrochemical, even supercapacitor batteries also thin film based works are going on recent days. So thin film is one of the important area, and even we will realize that the applications. Even if you are making a powder, and then finally you need to go for a thin film fabrication. So powder is always useful for the fabrication of the device. Thin film is always useful for the thin film form of your material is useful for the fabrication of different devices. So with this, I will start here. Thank you. That if you have any questions and any doubts, then I'm very happy to answer. Thank you.
If you have any questions, the floor is open. Feel free to ask.
I understood that Rohit understand that anything, that's why. No, if there is no questioning, then you are understood 100%, or you are not understood 100%. I will take it in two different ways. Yeah, a lot of scopes are there. We're using a very simple because man is told me that Yes, 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 semiconductor materials, sensor-based material, and then luminescent materials. So a lot of schools are there, working in that area. Yeah. This is very important and a very good question. And again, once you go for a vacuum techniques, thickness, I mean, controlling of the growth is very easy. Comparing with the solution-based techniques. Solution-based techniques, we need to optimize a lot of trial and error we need to do to optimize the thickness. But it's not like that in vacuum technique. Vacuum technique was very precise to control the thickness. So, but uniformity is very good in vacuum techniques. But solution also very good. Then it is again depending on the what type of deposition technique you are choosing. So spray and then spray angle, where which way you are spraying your solution, your hydrothermal is also good. So speed coating also very uniform. But drop casting is not uniform. Once you are putting your drop, then the drop is not uniform. Then solvent evaporation by using a different solvents for drop casting, some of the solvent used to evaporate very fast. So that uniformity is at the center point, the uniformity is maybe different at the side. The uniformity of the test technique is very different. But vacuum techniques are very good. But even though vacuum technique, vacuum techniques may be a sophisticated instrument. Always, when the people is looking for a very simple technique for the fabrication of a device. So that's why people are always looking for low printing, like a paper printing, and so different types of spin coating technique. A very simple technique. Uh, Simple technique also, spin coating is one of the good technique to control the thickness uniformly throughout the surfaces. Things are there. So, but every technique is very important to control the exactly what you want find out the thickness, how uniform the thickness is very important. I hope you understand that. Yeah.
So after part of some projects which are funded by Kerala State, we have synthesized some organic molecules and polymers. In the case of this polymer, which are easily soluble in common organic solvents, we have synthesis and characterization completed, but we are struggling with this efficiency studies. Yeah, efficiency for organic solar cell or LED applications, we have to measure this efficiency also. So, for some collaboration,
Yes, we are going to purchase a solar simulator soon that we can start the processing. So if you want to measuring the efficiency, please come to our university. Then we will do the efficiency studies.
For this LED also, we got a high quantum in solution and solid state also.
Yes. Your quantum is good.
So I had to measure this light emitting diode efficiency also.
Yes, it is possible by using source meters. Once you are having source meters, and then once you are measuring the electroluminescent property of your LEDs, then definitely you will get all the efficiency of that.
The problem is we are from chemistry background,
okay.
So we are not familiar with this device.
No issue. No issue. Anytime, just welcome to that, our university, and we will do more. Actually, this organic electronics is a multidisciplinary research. So, even during that days, we are not there because we are physicists. We used to design a structure and analyze the results, but we never used to synthesize the organic molecule. Organic people, organic specialists, chemists only used to synthesize the molecule. They just handle the material. We used to fabricate a device and analyze it, and the results are discussed with all people. And the commercialization, engineers will be there. They used to do that production stage. So that's why it is a multidisciplinary science and technology. Always welcome.
Any more questions?
Yeah, please.
My curiosity, I just want
Yeah.
to
Please.
they are using solar cells in film only.
Okay.
But in another thing, markets we are available at in solar cell, we want a large scale of but
in using the thin screens or say all windows, you can provide each room for electricity. So
Yes, yes, yes.
that's
Actually,
possible.
yeah, it's possible. Possible. Actually, in solar cell market, do you think that any other materials are available? No. There's only one material. Silicon-based solar cell. It's commercially only silicon-based solar cells nowadays. Until now. But in some of the countries like Korea, they used to fabricate a window glass by dicey-sized solar cells. So they are converting even sometimes even when sunlight is incident on the wind, they are converting it. So this is building integrated photovoltaic technology. Yes, we are keep on trying. Like some of the building, I don't know that exactly that how many buildings are integrated with the photovoltaic devices completely. So building integrated photovoltaic means that you are exactly right. Even windows also integrated with the photovoltaic devices. But nowadays, the people used to put photovoltaic cells on the surface of roof, so that they used to call it as a LED, but that's a different. But still, silicon is dominating. But dye-sensitized solar cell windows are available, commercially available in the market in the different colors. Green color, we get the red color. But it looks like a red color. These are act as a solar cells. It's possible.
So like color based is also there is a possible transparent.
Yeah, transparency is also possible. That's why I told you that OLED they have fabricated complete transparent. It looks like a glass. Once you turn on that, I think that light started leaving. You turn off it's a transparent window. And so, happily in Spain, they started to manufacturing this type of OLEDs. If OLEDs are possible, and solar cells also there. But the problem is efficiency is less in organic solar cells compared with the traditional inorganic material like the silicon-based solar cells. That's why market is not yet started. Some of the places in Europe and Korea, Japan, they started to commercialize this such type of solar cells for the buildings. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all. Now I invite Dr. Sharika of Department of Chemistry to come to present a token of appreciation to us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I invite Sissy Verghese, DSTQD Project Assistant, to extend the vote of thanks.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Speaker Dr. K. Sethuraman, respected principal, teachers, and my dear participants. It's a proud privilege to thank Dr. K. Sethuraman for delivering the plenary talk on thin films, preparation techniques, and its countless interesting applications in electronic devices. I'm sure this session has given you a detailed picture of various techniques and a lot more ideas to think about. I'm grateful to you, sir, for the wonderful session. On behalf of the principal, convener, ICANSF team, and Josephine family, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We'll have a short lunch break of 40 minutes. The lunch is arranged in the Bakita Hall. And after 40 minutes, we'll meet here in the conference hall for the oral presentations. Lunch is offered for all the registered candidates. Have a great lunch.